Jacqueline. Good morning. Amy. Hi, Amy. Good morning and welcome to Bricolage with Paintgirlee. I'm just in my own little world here, fussing around with things on my desk and around my desk and under my desk. Joyce, good morning. Is that Dar? I'm having some difficulty with my eyes. I don't know. I'm not usually allergic to stuff, but it might be allergies. So I had to take my lenses out. Yeah, there's Dar. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, welcome in, ladies. So today I'm just going to be digging through some things I have on my desk and around my desk and see if I can get some of this put in its proper place and, make some sense out of what I've got going on here. So how is everyone doing? It's very cool here today. My hands actually feel a little chilly, but the sun is out, so that's wonderful. And so I've said several times I have some issues. Well, one of my issues is I overmake. I know someone else has the same problem that I have. But I just opened this little oh, you're looking at red aspen nails. Oh yes, I like the red ones. I think I like tulips for Tiffany. I think it's one that I like. I think I've bought that one several times. But Jacqueline is a big promoter of these vinyl zipper pockets. And so I purchased a fair amount to try to help. Oh, thanks, Amy. Try to help myself be organized. Good morning, Angie. And I didn't realize what was in this zipper pocket. And I've got all these little pockets started. Some of them are finished.
See you later.
All right, hon. Hun's going to go run some errands. Amy says she likes the vinyl pockets as well and uses them in her craft room for kits. So I made these folded pockets, and you've probably seen these at Jacqueline's sale. Oh, you know what? I don't know the details of the sale this weekend. Lindy K is having a sale. Here's her channel. I don't know when it starts. I know she's having guest sellers because Jacqueline's participating. I guess everybody has a time slot. I don't know if there is a schedule, but I just thought I'd put the link in there, which I didn't see any information about it there, but that might be a start if you're interested. Anyway, so I had a whole pouch, a whole zipper pocket filled with these. Now these I made with, and then I've got a bunch on my sewing machine that I'm sewing. All right, Jacqueline's spot is 2:30 to 4:30 tomorrow, and then 10 to midnight on Saturday on Lindy's channel. But I don't know. Do you know when her sales start, Jacqueline? Sorry, I'm trying to talk mid-yawn. I'm a tired girl. Kel made it safely to her home state. And she was staying overnight at her girlfriend's house. And then she's going to drive home sometime today. I would think she's probably still snoozing. She, oh, I have one of those too, Joyce. They come in handy, don't they? Yeah, I'm not organized, but I do have my magazine fodder in something similar. Cal had an hour delay. I don't know why, but she got home much later than anticipated. Okay, so Jacqueline thinks it starts at noon on Friday and 8 a.m. on Saturday. Okay, that's helpful. All right, so I just started digging through. Now I've got a pile here of what I'm going to call finished. So these are just little They might have, I might add some other things, but they just have uh, little ephemera, little ephemera pockets. And so these I'm going to call finished. So I have to figure out, maybe I'll use the pocket now for finished. I'm going to use the zipper pocket for finished pockets. How's that for confusing? Now I just punched out these little dragonflies because I've got all these here that are either garden related or, I think this one's finished, but this might go in my bee journal. This one has to be inked a little bit more, I think. Um, and these are all kind of garden and bug related. So I was kind of trying to put these in categories. And then I've got lots of blanks. Now the question is where do I have some ephemera to finish putting in them? I like that word, dragonfly duet. My right eye is so itchy, I cannot even tell you. It's just so, I said to Jacqueline earlier today, it's just so oppressive. I had to take my lenses out. Let me turn my sound off there. Hopefully we don't have a lot of background noise. There's some ephemera. Oh, this is ephemera. These are the cutoffs from when I folded my paper to make the original, to make the pockets. These are from a Graphic 45 collection pack, but I don't know which one. This has bees on it. So we're going to say this one's a bug. This is a bug. There was a time when I was quite familiar with an authority on Graphic 45 paper because it's my favorite. It's still my favorite, but I don't have a whole lot of it anymore. Although I am hoarding a 12 by 12 of their French Country. That's my all-time favorite. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. And it's so expensive to purchase it now because they don't make it anymore. Unless things have changed and they've changed their mind. But I don't think they make it anymore. And it's just so yummy. Now, here's even sadder part. I made a beautiful, really, I have to say, it was a beautiful journal, but it was a not a junk journal. Do you, Amy? Yeah, I sold off a lot of my little bits and pieces, but this is a full pack. Anyway, I made a journal with the French Country Graphic 45. I don't remember selling it. Perhaps I did. It was one of my, or perhaps it's hidden and buried here somewhere with all my art stuff. Now these are pretty big. These are big journaling cards, so we'll hang one to these. I think I'm going to trim this. So today I'm just fussing around. I'm going to dig through some bags, see if I can get some of this stuff organized. There are going to be rabbit trails because if I see something like this, I'm just going to stop. And trim it. I can't talk while I'm trying to trim. All right, so these are cool. Gonna have little stacks of things everywhere. And then I was thinking I would glue stuff when I see things that need to be glued. All right, so this is a little tag for in this one. This, I think I could ink this a little bit, right? Make that a little more attractive. So somewhere over here, I should have inks. And then I should have a matching sponge. Of course, I don't know where my round you were, Joyce? Oh, that's so fun. That is wonderful. Oh, great. I'm really enjoying putting this one together that I've been working on, that's for sure. All right, let's see. I've got two regular. Since I was expecting Kellyanne for a visit, I did make some progress in my room, but it is far from being finished. Hi, Mary. Good morning. You finishing up your postcards? Okay, it's nice to know you're here. Thanks for saying hello. I appreciate that very, very much. I was taking contact lenses out. I don't know if anyone else here wears them, but they come in a little plastic container with tin foil, a heavy duty tin foil on top. You just peel that back and your contact lens is floating in the liquid, right? So you just have to take it out if you can see the contact lens. And I was crunching up the tin foil to throw it in the bin, and I slit my finger. That is so very sore. I can't even tell you. Okay, see, this is what I do. Now, of course, you can't stack them. I think a lot of people do that. But you can have your right color. Hey, CB, good morning. Jacqueline says, I got you a postcard, Lori. Oh, you did? That's fun. I have a hard time opening little these little numbers here. Let's see if I can get this one open without stabbing my finger. Whoop, there we go. Hopefully this will be juicy enough. Peeled paint may not be dark enough. And you can see a little bit, I think. Whoa, Ange, that's amazing. Ange has 150 yo-yos. All right, let's try the pine needle. Let's see if oh, there's forest moss. That might be better. The pine needle's got a bluer tint to it. A lot of these little inks I was gifted by Peggy. She's very generous. All right, now this was my peeled paint. Nope, this is the forest. This was the peeled paint. Put that right back in there. So I'm trying to turn a new leaf, putting things right back where they belong. What is bricolage? Bricolage is using basically what you have in your stash, creating with what you have available. And it can be a variety of anything. It's just whatever you have. Let's see, I don't think I want green on there. So I'm being very heavy-handed with this. Now, look, this is falling apart. See if I can get in there. Should get one of my little finger daubers. I think I need to throw this one away. Yeah, this one's called Forest Moss. Did I already say that? This is really deteriorating very quickly. It's kind of gooey. Hey, Vale, good morning. All right, let's put that in the bin. I broke down and bought some little finger daubers. I think I'm rough on these because these don't last too long either, but I think they're kind of even supposed to be like disposable, you know? Oh, finger sponges. This is probably going to get glued down, whoever ends up using this. All right, so I think that's pretty good. I'm not sure I like that in there, so I'm going to hold that out. But see, I have this little piece of, see how crooked that is? This is how Lori cuts things. This is very crooked. Yep. That's part of it. It's part of the game. And it's part the deal. Part the deal. All right, this one I'm going to fold if I can. This is little. Now, the graphic 45 paper is heavier cardstock. It's not like 110, but it's a nice weight. And it's double-sided. It's just yummy. I cut crooked too and have to use it. Yeah, I usually do. And the one that I have been using, I really like. I got at a thrift shop. It's a Carl trimmer, which I had never heard of, but Peggy said it's a good brand and it really does cut so well. But it's got one of those swing out arms with all the measurements on it. And I have a hard time, because I crowd my space and I don't see that great without see, that's okay. So this is a back pocket. So we're just going to put that in there. I've got some little bits over here. So now as I travel through my jazz, I'm looking for things I can either cut or punch that will work on these little envelopes to kind of just give them a little jazz. You've heard of Carl? Yeah, I really, really like it. Oh, really, Amy? Oh, that sounds interesting. I don't need to know about that though. I'm not gonna ask any questions because I don't need to know. Oh, let me show you my bracelets. So most of you know Kellyanne was here for a visit. She's a beater. She does wonderful work. So this is all Kellyanne's work here. Now, Cal was to visit in February, and she brought me this as a gift. I think I showed it back then. Now, these little beads that look like I don't know, little oblong things, they have 2 holes in them. Well, I guess 4, because there's 2 on this side, 2 on this side, And I don't know if that's called double hole bead or what it is, but this whole thing here is called a Tudor bracelet, I believe, the way she sews it together. Then I purchased this at one of Jacqueline's sales. That's Kellyanne's stuff. And I think I don't know what she called it, dark green something. And then when when she was here in February, um, we went and visited a bead shop in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That's a whole nother story. But we got there and I purchased beads. So I purchased these that look like little flowers, and then there's little sparkly ones. And then these are agate. And then I love these. And they all have colors without really trying. Um, Kind of work together. Uh-huh. Yeah, my husband and I, Amy, used to go, quite a bit. And we haven't so much in the last couple of years. Well, of course, we downsized when we moved to Jersey. See, now I think that was silly that I put that on there. I'm not liking that right this second, but there it is. So we'll see. So I'm going to ink that one, put a little color on this one. I don't know if I made that a pocket or if I think I just glued that down. Just decorative. Now I might end up with some little bits from some of my digitals that I can add to these. You live a bit, me too, but probably a different direction. Yeah, it's about 2 hours for us. We like Shady Maple that you get in there in the grocery store. And then, of course, the smorgasbord. That's always a fun experience. I'll knock that back a little bit. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Hackettstown. Um, they consider us South Jersey, although we still have a little bit of a ride to some of the shore points. But we're right next to, oh, heck, it's not coming to me. We're right next to Medford Lakes. We live really, if you were on your way to the shore and you were on 206, we're 206 and Route 70 connect. We're like right there. Oh, did you get one, Val? Yeah, you're gonna be very pleased. Yeah, Cape May's about 2 hours for us. And then of course you have to sing the Cape May song, so there's that. Janet Nash, my dear friend Janet. Hi. Janet, I was going to send you a reel the other night, and I thought, oh, I better check the time, and I'm glad I did because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. What's your day look like, Janet? Well, this is afternoon for Janet. Have you and Freddie already been out? We did have a nice time. We had a really nice time. I'm kind of looking forward to getting back to my sedentary routine. But we didn't do much, but we wore each other out in that it's just anything out of your routine kind of just, takes it out of you sometimes. We just really floated in the pool, and we took some fruit to the pool, a couple little snacky things. But when you're out in the sun like that, sometimes, it just kind of takes it out of you. But the pool was just lovely. The first 2 days she was here, we thought, oh, the week's not going to be so great. And I had looked at the forecast early on, and it looked like it was going to be really overcast and kind of cool most of the week. But no, we had some really nice, warm days. They put the heater on in the pool, so the water was really, I think, a little too warm for me. But um, yeah, we just, we did great. We did a little like food shopping and picked out a couple of things. Of course, we went to the bakery. I took pictures of our trip to the bakery, but I didn't post them. I got to do that. Hold on, I'll show you. I can show you here though. Hold on. Let me see photos. Let's see if I can bring them up. We were being silly in the car. No, I don't want that. Oh my gosh. If I showed you that picture, I'd get divorced from my family. Wonder where they go. Let's see. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want this month. Well, maybe I won't show you because I'm not seeing them. Where would they have gone? Anyway, I'll have to look for them. We were in the car and we had our mouths open and we were taking big bites of our pastries. Yeah, this is graphic 45, Janet. It's really nice. I think this was basically from a like companion pack where they have just plain sheets of paper. Well, they're not plain, but they're designed more in more of a background plain way. They don't have any of the little like uh, where are those pictures? I sent Kel. Kel picked out a couple of things, and she got one that was raspberry. These little paper packs don't have the little cards that match, whatever's going on in the paper pack. So we've got plenty. We picked out several gâteaux, which is supposed to be cake with pastry cream all around it. Well, there wasn't much cake. I'm a cake face, so for me, I could have had a little more cake. But don't get me wrong, they were super yummy. And I got a couple of croissants. I got a croissant stuffed with I bought one stuffed with cannoli cream for my neighbors, and my neighbor Cindy came over to say thank you, and she said, I'm not really a fan of cannoli. She said, I mean, I could eat them, but I don't really buy them. And she said, I thought, oh, well, I'll try it. And she said, thank you so much. It was delicious. And then I had one with pistachio cream that we tried. And Kel wanted to try the birthday cake one. Birthday cake cream, if you can even. I mean, it was so good. And then in the car, of course, right away, we had to have something. So we had a Bikini Buster cookie. My bikini already was busted, so didn't do a whole lot of new damage. Oh, really, Janet? Black Forest? Oh. You like the cannoli, Amy? Mm-hmm. Well, the other choice was, I was thinking they would have, I don't know, this is silly. When I saw the reel that advertised this bakery, and I was salivating over this croissant. Now, the croissant looks like a snail. And, oh, my neighbor passed away, Janet. She passed away suddenly, really, at 96, if you can say that. She passed away the end of July. Yeah, so it's been a little tough, gotta say. But the croissant looks like a snail, and they just slice it, and then they just load this cream inside. The croissant isn't like what we normally would call a croissant shape wise. The pastry is the same. And I saw, hot chocolate. So I was thinking she only made a couple of different flavors. Well, I guess time of year she makes different ones. So our choices were chocolate passion fruit, which I don't know, that just didn't sound good to me. Yeah, 96. And she really was mentally sound, which was a blessing, but really had lost her ability to get around. She was kind of bound to her chair. Um, and we thought she had like a little bit of a virus because she was all stuffy. She thought it was allergies. Um, but, I don't want to belabor this, but she, we discovered she was more ill than she had thought. So we got her to the hospital and she didn't come home. She had a couple heart attacks. So, yeah. So that's crazy. We just saw the fellow that was our best man was our choir director at Wonderful Family. I don't know I never met his dad. His dad, I guess, passed many years ago. But his mom was just an amazing woman. And she just passed away. We had kind of lost track. But she was 100. She was 100 years old. Imagine. Yeah. So, okay. So I'm going to switch over now to my all-time favorite, the vintage photo. And I'm going to just ink this little piece of torn paper I harvested from some graphic 45 stuff. I don't know what this collection was called. I know I had the nature one, so it could be part of that one. But this is Dragonfly Duet. I don't know if you can see it with me fussing around with it here. And then I just punched these out, trying to make them look kind of like stamps, because I'm thinking these would look cute glued on some of these pockets. Like these all say Buzz, and they're kind of like bee. They have bees, but I might find I have some black ones here too that are more like that one back there has ants on it. Didn't, didn't, didn't. So I think this is a piece of trash. Yes, piece of trash. Now, some of these that I made are Christmas too. I have some pieces left from, gosh, what was that called? With Scrooge. I forgot what they called it. If Nettie was here, she could tell us. She is a diehard graphic 45 lover. She knows a lot of the papers. It might have been A Christmas Carol. So today I'm just digging through some things that were on my desk or around my desk. All right. So I think what I want to do in this case is just pop these in here. So this is where they are. And when I find other things, I can just take them out and use them. Now this is from my digitals that I've been using on my, yeah, I think that's what it was, Christmas Carol. I had Scrooge and, of course, Tiny Tim. But I've got this one little pocket here that is bee-oriented. It's a Christmas Carol. Thanks, Jacqueline. If anybody wants to see my French country, I'll pull that out and gladly show you. I just love the French country one. And I was able to get this pack. It is, Janet, your favorite novel? Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. That's cool to know. Pull it out. Okay, Jane. Look, here's another one. This little guy. I got to ink but I ink those in the part of it in black. So I think I need to get out some of my black soot, perhaps. All right. So this is a bee one that I made a little while ago. See, but I'm going to add this somewhere in my bee journal. All right, just give me a second. I'll go pull that out. I think I left it where it should be. I haven't done anything crazy and put it in a new spot. You never know. You never know with the old gal here. I'm a little slower this morning. I still have a lot of little bits. Rip 5. So one of these. Da, 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 da. Now this is a 12 by 12, so it might be a little fiddly to get it under my camera. Someday I'll figure out how to make my camera go up and down without me having to crank the neck up and down. All right, let's see. Let's move this water out of the way. All right, this is paper crafting paper by Graphic 45. It might be on the 2012. Now, even though this is my favorite, there are some pages that I'm not particularly a fan of because they're different color than what the basic collection is. But it's got, of course, the French words. French country. Oops, sorry. Whacked the camera. Oh, I just knocked the plastic thing off the back. That's good. So, of course, this is your front page. Yeah, they do still sell it, but it's quite pricey. Last I checked. And you've got this on the back. It's all double-sided. And I thought I had 3 of each, but maybe I only get 2 of each. And maybe I used some of this. I don't know. So this is your sunflower. And then this is the back, which that to me is just gorgeous. And this, maybe if I did it sideways, you can still get the basic idea. And then you've got the dark with a little fleur-de-lis kind of thing here. This is beautiful. It's just so yummy. It's such a nice weight. And then you've got that beautiful green. It almost looks like a honeycomb. That looks like wallpaper. Let me show you this up close. Bonjour. Oui. Merci beaucoup. I love the French. Oh, that's my phone going crazy, or what's the story? I hear a funny noise. Oh, I love these cards. Let me see, try not to knock anything over back there. I love her in the garden. The garden. We've got the little roosters and chickens and hens across the top. Just gorgeous. These are all your little cards. And then you've got this, like country gingham on the back. And this roosters, this looks like a very dramatic wallpaper. You see that, envision that in a French country kitchen. And then this is the back. Okay, CB. And then these are, different components of the pack. Striped there. And a little dainty flower. Type patterns. Pears. Oh, I love this stripe. It almost looks like ticking fabric. And the toile. This is where the blue starts coming in. And I like the blue. I don't know, I just kind of like those other colors. And that's a very pretty floral print. There's the blue. More cards. These are the bigger cards. If you're familiar with graphic at all, you get these different size cards. Look at that. Oh, you're welcome, Amy. It's really nice. And then you've got the backs of the cards to journal. Yes, definitely. Well, that's what I don't remember selling my journal that I made. And then you've got the dark. And then this almost looks like a honeycomb, kind of. I don't think there's anything missing from this. I guess I'm thinking of the smaller packs where you get 3 of each. Yeah, it looks like it's all here. Yeah, this is my favorite. It's just so yummy. So yummy. So I haven't, as you can tell, haven't done anything with it because I'm hoarding it. It's like usual, hoarding it. Um, because I'm not sure what I want to do. Like oh yeah, back cover, front cover. Because on mine I put some kind of a gem. Um, I think in the side had a button or something that was faceted that I put this on the cover and I put a gemstone there. Yeah, you can fussy cut all that stuff. Oh yeah, for sure. So I don't know if I have it stashed somewhere. Could be under my bed now that I think about it. You never know with me. First things first, trying to get my craft space a little more organized. All right, so this I think I'm going to add to the bead journal I've been working on. Let's see. This is not the best ink pad. You know what? I'm not liking that. Not liking that. Let me get pumice stone. I don't think I want that. Don't I have any? Oh, I don't. Maybe don't have it in the small. My eye is just tearing. I don't know what's going on with my crazy. Oh, here's some stays on. That might work better. There's another little thing I just punched out with that Martha Stewart punch. Just giving that a little color. And then just start tucking these little pieces. I think, yeah, this is a piece uh, of a paint chip that I thought went pretty cool with bee stuff. So I'll add that in, then make these little tags. Oh, Angie. That is a good idea, but Angie, that might be hard for me to do. That is a good idea. Oh my. I have, honey. I've been putting them in all night. In fact, I had my husband dig out some allergy because I did a little bit of reading online. And I might have to go. When I was to the eye doctor last, she said, I told her about well, I said to her, I don't know what you call them, but I call them eye boogers because I'm uneducated and I don't know what she said, eye mucus. And she said, oh, you have one right there. So she got one out for me. And she said, well, if you continue to have a problem and it gets, a little overwhelming, she said, we can look into doing something a little more, you know, serious than just over the counter stuff, I guess. I don't know. Bye, Janet. Have a good evening. Have a good rest. Thanks for coming in. It's late for her to be doing housework. What time is it here? 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the afternoon. Yeah, I'd be ready for a nap. So, and that's black. This is kind of loosey-goosey. That I didn't catch the pocket part. All right, that might look cute somewhere tucked into that journal. You've been putting it off? My kind of girl. I knew I liked her. I knew I liked her. Okay. So now what do I do with these others that are partially? These have to wait for ephemera to go in. I have to find the ephemera. So now I'm looking for a little tub of some kind that I can stack those in. I know I have it. I know I have it, but can I reach it? That's the other question. Because I'm hoping I can get that accomplished today. All fit in here. Maybe I'll just use this little. This is some kind of little antique bowl. So I'm just going to pop them in here. So they're all together. I can leave these sit on Kellyanne's work desk. And then when I find my ephemera, I can pop them in. These little guys can go in the front. All right, let's keep this all together. Now, set that back over there. I'm going to just grab the bead journal and find a place to pop that little pocket. This is going to get glued somewhere else. I think maybe here. Look cute there. I'm going to just glue. See, I'm just doing. Pick something up, think of where you want it to go, and just do it. Hopefully my glue will come out. No, of course not. Nobody's cooperating today. Any housework that I do anymore, I have to do it from a chair. It's just the two of us, so I think once a month, to have somebody come in would be fine. Oh, did I do it right? Nope. Well, that's the way it's going to be. I'm just going to be able to tuck from that side. It's got a new roll of paper towels, which is marvelous. I wonder if these are some of these paper towels. Oh, these are whole sheets. My husband bought them by mistake. We like the ones that you can just take the little narrow strip, and then he bought other ones where once you tear it this way, you can then tear them again this way. They were fabulous, especially for the craft room. All right, now let's see if I can find a spot. I might just glue it right there. I did not get to this. Oh, there's the button. I was wondering where that button was. All right, that's going to go right there. Hey, Candy. Hi. Good morning. But you're in your new place, huh? Everything's not there yet. It'll get there. Maybe that's good. So it's not so overwhelming. It's not all there at once. I don't know. I'm glad you're in. I'm covering up all the bees I stamped. Oh, well. Yeah, my husband and I are starting to have trouble with our phones too. I think it's time for an upgrade. Well, maybe not even so much an upgrade as just replacements, you know? Where's that little gal? I'm just going to glue her down. I hadn't decided about, well, I could always leave it open, use it or not use it. Let's put some glue on her. Little skinny legs. Little skinny bee legs. I got a little messy there. A little messy. Um, they do look like paper bag, Amy, but this is that paper that comes in, you know, if you order something and they ship it to you and they don't want it rolling around, so they fill it up with that brown paper. I'm guessing it's like on a big roll and they can just rip it off in segments. So I got a package with a bunch of stuff in it. Okay, Mary, have a great day. Kind of relax. Don't do too much, okay? Because you streamed this morning. Take it easy. Take it easy. So I took that and ironed it all out and then made my pages with that. And then I have put it together with fabric. A hinged, I guess, maybe you'd call it. I don't know. So I sewed two of them together to try to make them a little more sturdy. I mean, they're sturdy enough, but they are flexible for sure. You know, depends on what I have glued on them. And then some of them, you know, I tried to stain with coffee and such. Joyce, me too. That's why this is why I'm going to use that up because I really like it. you know. Thanks. Yeah, I'm enjoying this a lot. Okay, so my heat tool, not my heat tool. I think, oh, wait, maybe I turned it off. Nope, it's on. Woohoo! I'm going to put my yo-yo right here. Right there like that. And then I wanted this down here like this. Don't ask me why, but I just like it. So I'm just going to put a little beacon glue on there. And then I'm going to put that little button on here, but I need some thread. And probably a needle would be good if I can thread it. That's a Chagunda needle. Trying to keep all the needles in one section. That's too big. Let's see. What's this other one here? Oh, that's way big. I've got my little desk unit is metal. So I've got magnets. Oh, that's really small. Magnets all up around here that I can just clink, clink, add things to, which is really nice when you have a tool you're using, you don't want to lose track of it, or a die that, don't want to take the time immediately to get out your storage bucket. Everything just sticks to the magnets. Which is cool. I'm starting to get a little hungry. All right, I think I just want to. So my husband has a couple of medical things too. I don't want to get into the medical thing. I'm just going to say this because my eyes bother me. He's got rosacea and he's got Sjogren's, which causes your eyes to be really dry. So we had this, I think a sty started, but between the Sjogren's and the rosacea, it's taken a while for it to clear up. But the eye doctor recommended he do warm compresses. Oh, see, I had it in there, and then it stuck on my finger. So he's been doing warm compresses. I think I'm going to do that when I am finished here online. I think that'll help my irritated right eye. Okay, what might dear Ange say, Lori? I thought you were going to say the bags that came out. No. I really credit up my fingers pretty quickly. Now you don't have to be a nut like me. I just like to have something in my buttons. And I'm just going to tie this so the thread is sticking out the top. I'm going to go right there with my hot glue gun. And then I always hold it by the thread. It's a little easier for me to just get it where I want it. And then I can trim. I like to leave them a little longer than, your normal person would leave them, probably. Oh, wait a minute. What do you pop in the microwave? Oh, you do, Amy? We have a rice fill that's not a sock, but it's the same concept. I never thought about using that for my eyes. My husband's been using the, like a washcloth, but that cools off so quickly. I'll have to try that rice thing. All right, so this can sit aside right now. And these are the other little bits that I might be able to use if I can pick them up. Might punch some holes or something like that with those. They can go there. Oh, I could put tinkle tape on some of them. All right, let's see. I don't want to overwhelm anybody, but I've got so much. I'm a bag lady. I just put stuff in bags. And then I can't find stuff. Well, you know how it is. Yeah, I guess it does. I'm definitely going to do that and suggest it for the old guy. All right, let's see what we've got. Hopefully my little button folder will. Oh, I did it again. I whacked the camera. I do apologize. See, I can't throw that out. Look how yummy that is. That's fabric that I painted with, I believe, golden matte medium. And see there, I cut out one of my bird. Oh, I love that. All right, so this is the first section of this bag. Of course, this is Christmas. So we're going to put Christmas to the right, to the right, to the right. Now, these pages, I bought this hoping to do an Asian themed junk journal. And I saw this and thought it would be cool. This is all this is tissue paper that they printed on. And the pages are folded this way. See, this is all open edge. And then this is the Japanese, I think, stab stitch or something. Hi, Ange. So I haven't used that yet, of course. Of course. That's trash. This is avocado and some paper that I boiled, I believe. Kel did something to her shoulder while she was here, and I heated mine for her back 2 minutes, and it was quite warm. So definitely not 2 minutes, only 30 seconds. Yeah, I was thinking maybe a minute would be good for me. Um, and then, of course, you have the bag in the bag. Now I've got a pink project sitting here. So this is some retro stuff, I think. This is a card by Sweetheart from California. California. Let's pull this stuff down. Hold on. I think I can work that into this project right there. These are old. These are retro. And I don't think I want them in that project. Envelopes. Love these old-timey envelopes. With love from Ruth and Bruce. These are just little blank note cards. Aren't they cute? The Eiffel Tower. Printed it in West Germany. Okay, so this I want in my not so everyday journal. Can I quickly put my hand on that? Oh, that's a card too. I thought it was a postcard. Love, Fred. It's a Christmas card, I guess. La Tour d'Eiffel. Eiffel. La Tour d'Eiffel. Eiffel. I found it. So I'm going to tuck that in here. Let's see. Maybe I would like it on this page because then I can flip it. I'm just going to glue it down. Got the book, got the glue, got the card. Why not? Oh, but then I won't be able to see the writing on the back. Oh, that French up top just means the same as the English at the bottom. They are not very fancy cards, but it is about all I could get. I sure wish I could be there instead of this card. Oh well, we'll make up for it next year. Your loving son, Fred. Ah. You know, I'm just wondering if that was my uncle that sent that to my grandmother. All right, so I'm going to clip this. I'm not going to glue it. I'm going to clip it and I'll make a pocket. And I don't have any family. Oh, I could ask my cousins because it's their dad. Maybe they knew if he was in France for a time. Because I did take a bunch of stuff that my mom had. That was my dad's mom's stuff that she never. All right, I should have a littler one, but I'm just going to put it in there like that. Then I can investigate that. All right. Oh, that is even more exciting for me. Okay. Okay, some retro paper, and I have somewhere a zipper pocket with stuff I wanted to put in my yellow journal. I have a video. I do, Joyce, but they're not right here at my desk. I have to get up again. I just didn't want to get up again on you. I have them over on my cart. This is a Christmas card. I have a video on my channel where I took a bunch of Christmas cards and made tags. So I think I'll keep this too and glue that in a journal. These are bits of file folders that I cut and trimmed. Some of these can all be tossed. Yeah, it's not the best, that's for sure. Oh, here's a cluster I did on a piece of manila. That can go in a journal, my journal. And I moved my trash can, so I've got to remember not to toss everything on the floor. I have littler clips here too. I just remembered where they are. Right here next to me. Isn't that shocking? Isn't it just shocking? All right, let's get this out again. This might be kind of wide. Although if I did it there, it could be a nice pocket, huh? Let's see what I got going on in the back. All right, Santa, you're going to be a pocket. Santa is going to be a pocket. I'm not going to worry about the to and from. In this case, I just thought he was a cute card. And I can't throw anything away. Let's do these. Kind of rushing the through a bit. So I won't be bumpy under the I do have regular paper clips. In fact, I found one somewhere and Kel was ready to toss it in the trash. And I'm like, oh, no, I've got a jar of those. I'm just going to put that in the jar. Of course, I didn't. So I don't know where that one's sitting. Let's press on that a little bit. All right, this is more bead stuff that I possibly can incorporate in my bead journal. That's going to go over there with that. Look at this piece of yumminess. This is more graphic 45. This is, I don't know if it was an Alice in Wonderland that's like Halloweenish. But this had pumpkins and stuff. Some of this I have to let go. Like this, I can let this go. This is a piece of Edith Holden. Oh, these will go in. This I can add to my ooh. All right, the beginnings of some cards. We can finish those up. I can. You don't have to be involved, not we. Oh, that's kind of sweet. Oh, geez. Let's not let anybody see that. That's Lori making a funny face. All right, that's finished. Tim Holtz people. That's me and my daddy. Halloween. Get my sense of humor. My daddy and my baby girl. And this looks like a cabinet card of some kind. This is a Jacqueline goodie. Oh, Christmas. All right. Let's put this up. Now, this is cute too. So maybe I'm going to glue this in somewhere. Now, I call this my not so everyday journal because I don't work in it every day. I like the idea of an everyday journal, but I am just not that organized. As you might have, oops, I hit the camera again. I'm having a bad day with that. As you might have guessed, I'm not that organized. This could be a pocket. Let's do it. Let's do it. I often tell this story. Some of you, I'm sure, know the name Debbie McComber. Do I say it right? McComber. She's an author, an authoress. I think did she write the Mrs. Miracle things? Anyway, she also is an avid knitter. She loves knitting. And I'm not really a big reader, but I've read a couple of hers. And I was reading an article about her. And of course, she's known for her knitting as well as her books. So I think there was a gal maybe at her church. I'm not really remembering that part of it. But a lady approached her anyway and said, I would like to do some knitting for charity. I don't have a lot of scraps or the funds to go buy new fabric. Might you have any leftover, balls of yarn or maybe something you purchased that, you're not going to use at this point? I'm just looking for, hey, Flo, hi, good morning. So Debbie said to her, I'll get back to you. Let me look at my stash and I'll see what I've got. So she has a room, I believe, designated for her yarn. And she started to go through it. No, well, I'm going to do that with that. No, I need this for that. Oh, I remember. No, I bought that. No, I don't. She ended up going and buying the lady some yarn because, see, this is how I am. It's like you have things, you see things, you've had it a while, but you know why you purchased it and you want to use it. And you can't just give it up and to throw it away. It hurts. It hurts to throw it away. Okay, so Christmas pockets. Maybe I'll get out some of my winter Timmy people and put some of them on these. All right, so these are my Christmas pockets, and I found this. I've had this forever. So if these don't fit in here, these might just go to Goodwill or something but I think I can use these to add to these little ephemera pockets. Be merry. Yes, it's a very lovely day. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I found these little, I don't know what they call them, little Tim Holtz cards. Oh, that's a little too narrow. This one will fit. So, Andrea, I'm just, it is Thursday. I lose track. I think it's Thursday. Did somebody ask what day it was? Oh, whatever day. I missed the whatever day it is. Yes, because I don't look at a calendar every day. That's what my neighbor and I would say. What's is it today? What's today? All day yesterday, I kept saying to Kel, I think it just feels like a Friday to me. Some of this is cute. It'll be a cute addition to these little pockets. See, I'm thinking a Timmy person will look cute on there. I could cut those two apart. All is calm, all is bright. Haunted house. That got in the wrong place. Joyful. Joyful, joyful. Oh, don't you like this? Look at this. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Andrea. I love those little trees, that little thing of trees. It's a holiday season, and doop bloop dee doo, and dickory dock. Don't forget to hang up your sock. All right, this is all holiday stuff, Christmas holiday. This, I could get a lot of this in. All right, this is different. This is seashore. All right, this I think I can safely throw away without, becoming unnerved. That's a good piece of ephemera. Now, somewhere in my room here, I have a use it or lose it little folder. It might be right behind me, and these are going to go in there because I do have good intentions of giving that away. But I'm not going to do it today. It looks like it fell over. I don't know if I have two going. One that has stuff in it of mine, and one has the use it or lose it stuff in it. I think this is the use it or lose it stuff. So I'm going to pop it in there. See, now this doesn't feel like much, but I'm getting some stuff accomplished here that I've been wanting to do for a while. Now, the trick is going to be not to pull anything back out of here. All right, it's in. Okay. Now these can go back in their spot until I find the next little bit that I can add to those. This is pink or pinkish. So that's going to go with my pinkish stuff. Over here to the left, to the left, to the left, left. This I'm going to use in, oh look, I forgot how, I can do that later. All right, so that needs, that's cute. That could be tucked in a journal. That's cute. Save that. This, I think I can put that in the use it. This I can put in the use it or lose it. That I want for my yellow. I can share this. I can share one of these. Look, it's got a nice little paper included inside. This is Edith Holden. Let's put that in. And are these folders or is this? No, these are individual sheets. Okay, I'm going to pop those in. The use it or lose it file folder. I got this from Lisa, I think. Lisa or Dana? I think Lisa. I get those two confused. I don't know why. Okay. All right, so now this I want to save to cut out some of my die cut shapes, like my little bird. I wish I could, I mean, I just saw it. Might be in this little bin. There's some more clips. I said to Kel, I think I want to make an owl themed journal. Look, isn't he cool? And then we were digging through my stuff and we found another, I think it was a necklace of my mother's. Oh, there's a little bird. That's not the one I'm looking for, but the other one might be in here. Oh, a pokey tool. He's going back in his spot. Oh, that's a beautiful dragonfly. That's that bee color. Eiffel Tower, had to have that. Oh, these are some of my pins. Oh, I have a big one like this. There's the baby one. Here he is. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And there's a wing somewhere. I know the little wing is in my book where I keep most of my dies. Isn't this cute? This is the kind of stuff my mom would buy us, each of us girls, and we'd each get one. Us four girls, supposed to represent us four girls. So cute. So cute. Here's a little paper clip. Right. So I'm going to trim that out. Maybe I can get the little bird out of that too. This guy's different. But now that they're out, I'll put them away where they belong. These have to go back in there. Back in here. All these things right in here. A bouton. Okay, how are we doing on time? What's an hour and a half? You're all still good, okay with hanging out for a little bit? This was going to be trash. Some more trash. Let's see what else we have. Oh, Christmas. Christmas is for children. For children, grown up say. Ooh, pink. Ooh, pink. Ooh, pink. Oh, that's pink, but it's winter on this side. So, same with this. So, I think I did these on a stream. They turned out cute. Here for the long haul. Okay. That's Christmas. These are bits. These can go in my can. But, oh, this might come in handy. Yes, yes. Oh. I bought some delicious paper. Christmas paper. Did I need Christmas paper? No. But see, I see things like I see the Christmas paper somebody has for sale, and I think, oh my gosh, I want to work with that so badly. I can't take it, and then I have to buy it. And that's what this. Somewhere I have a journal started with that paper in it. Oh, it's just so yummy. All right. This I don't need. This is trash. All right, I've got tins that I keep up here. Oh, goodness. That slipped right out of my hand. Oh, well. Sorry about that. I'm just having a day. Just having a day. All right. Just going to go in my tin. Well, I'm wanting something cool to add to a journal. I can just easily pick this up. Well, maybe not so easily. It's slippery. That time it was really slippery. Now my little bird thing. Boop, boop. This, I love these. This I would attach to a light bulb that I had painted, like on their hat or something. This is an offcut from something I was making, and it would make these little bits, and then I would just pop a hole out a rusty pin and write on it. That's a cute little Christmas tag. I don't know where I got so dirty. Anyway, this Christmas paper is so pretty, and it's in very heavy weight, designed by Jen Bishop. 'Tis the season. And then it says Yuletide over here. exclusively for Blue Fern Studios. I'd never heard of Blue Fern Studios. And this was in 2021. I know, right, CB? Yeah, it looks so cool. The designs, and they're beautiful. See, look at that little hunk. Now the question is, where do I have? Oh, I did this on a stream, I think. I used my, this is just, I think they call these like a coin envelope. And I just used one of my stencils, one of my Tim Holtz stencils, and my oxide inks. And spattered it. And then I added some, looks like Winkostella or something here, just some of them. Now this is a part of, I think, a graphic 45, maybe Tea Time or something. I don't know that I'm ever going to use this. I've had this for ages. I had aspirations to be a graphic 45 distributor at one point, but they wouldn't sell to me. They would not sell it to me. That definitely can be thrown out. Oh, look, here's another piece. Yeah, I think that's what that's too. See, now I'm already rethinking. Rethinking. I'm thinking these little pine cones. No, but see, look, this is a good strip, huh? Yeah, I think they had a couple of reasons. It's been some time now. My channel wasn't big enough, and I didn't have any evidence that they could see that I would resell, that I was a reseller. And I was trying to explain to them, well, I didn't have anything to sell. I was looking to become a distributor so I could sell. But they wanted, at that time, and it's probably the same, they wanted people selling their stuff that had a proven record, that they could sell the stuff. All right, I think I might have to let this go. Ooh, I'm glad I pulled that out. Look at that cute little goodie. Some little red lace. That's kind of big. Okay, so this is going to go. All right. And then Kel would say, I'm very proud of you. Trash. So these things can still be altered to some degree. This is kind of, I bought a little book off of the internet, off of Amazon. It has all these little cutouts in it. And the images are just darling. But I don't know where that might be in another pocket. This is trash. Interesting. I thought that one winter book was right there, but I don't see it. So I'll have to hunt. I'll have to hunt for that. So I can go and clip all this together.
People, hurry up. People.
Right. Uh-oh, this is a big chubby things. Chubby. Oh, let's see, this is we were somewhere. Got these long bags. How to keep it. Oh, this is an envelope. I think that might go. T.D. Willingham one time was talking about this fellow that had these books. Of course, I had to check it out. And they took it apart, and I haven't used them. So these are pages that can be used in a book. And these would be nice journaling pages. Now it will be a good size journal. I don't remember the man's name. I think it's James somebody. A lot of these are folios, so Beauty and the Beast. Boy, they look like some yummy pages. They're probably very crumbly. Paris. Chocolate. See, now this kind of thing, you know how you're always looking for a piece of paper in your work area? Well, me too. But in my drawer, I've got a little dish that holds little scraps like this. So when I need something to write on, I don't have to say, oh no, I don't want to use that. Because that's what I do. This is this wax paper. It's just some yarn. Okay, a white bag. These are patterns. That can go. And there's some more of that envelope. Oh, this one's already stitched together. These were purchased papers. I didn't dye these. This could be slipped in here. Yeah, they could be dyed, right? Good observation. Hmm. Okay, yet another project. The love poems of John Keats. Now, these are like if you've ever taken a, I don't know if everyone here has taken a book apart. You know, you deconstruct a book, and there's always some pages that are like glued together. They don't all just come apart. So that's what I have here. Okay, that came apart. Nice. This is gonna drive me crazy. I just keep doing it. I just keep flipping it. Meanwhile, I don't know where the big bird is. Big bird. I wish when they would print these books, they would print the poems so they all finished on one page for those of us who like to journal. It's very insensitive of them. Um, Joyce, I'm not sure. I think if you just dye it and let it dry, you might have a little bit of shrinkage, but I think it mostly is you have to agitate it, put some soap or something on it and put it in warm water, and then you have to agitate it somehow, whether it's in your washing machine or by hand, and then the fibers start tightening up. But I don't know if you want to you could Google it. I think if you want to just dye it and be very gentle with it, and not mush it around or squish it, I think you could dye it. What's everybody else think? Anybody else want to weigh in on that? I gotta take these are cool pages, and these are a nice size. All right, chapters. Oh, these are Reader's Digest pictures that apparently I couldn't part with. Here's some more. Very dark and grungy pages. Amy says, I'm always willing to dye anything and try it. Yeah, you're not, if it's not so special that if it goes awry, you can live without it. But I really think the agitation part is key. You know who might know? Beth Schuler might know because she does a lot of that wet felting jazz, Oh yeah, patch. That's a great suggestion, Amy. Thank you. Yeah, patch. All right, these are inky papers. These are not. Those I know where I want those. I'm gathering painty papers. Little folio of painty papers. This was from a coloring book. What pray tell do I stick in here? This is a business card. I guess I ordered something from. These are Little stuffed chickens. How cute are they? I have a farm journal in mind. Oh, I want to keep this stuff. Happy Easter. I think we can let that go. Hmm. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Ephemera, slippery ephemera. This would be good to make a pattern, but I just don't know how I would cut this heart out. Isn't this cute? It's supposed to go like that, I think. All right, this is sterile graphite tracing, paper. I don't think I need this. Hi, Gail. That's okay. You probably needed your sleep. Oh, very nice. You had a little visit with Dad. That's good. Good, good, good. These, I'm just not really going to look at them very long. I'm just going to decide to put those in the bin. That's how I get in trouble. Looking at stuff too long. See, now I'm liking this stuff to put down. Oh, yeah, I can't throw that out. If you want to make a, excuse me, a cluster or collage, something. Well, this kind of paper is cool. There's some more painty paper. That's cool. Tim Holtz. Some of this I'm going to let go. This is going to go over here with my painty papers. I don't need these Reader Digest pictures. They're going to go. I think these are cool bits, though. The struggle is real. That can go in a journal. That's already died. Business reply. What's this little number? Jacqueline, is this yours? This might be yours. I'm not sure about these. I don't know if I feel like coloring those. That could go by my comfy chair. Not yours? Okay. Must have been something I was messing around with. All right, so this can go by the comfy chair. And let's grab one of these little bags. I always try to open the bag backwards. This can go in there. And then these are all pages that I can use for. Okay, you're back. It was funny. Kel and I were laughing because my son had called and we were watching something. So I'm trying to be a good mom and listen, pay attention to what he's saying. And then I finally said, okay, I need to go because Kel's here and we're watching. We're in the middle of watching something. Okay, okay. He has a hard time hanging up. And so I finally was able to disconnect. As almost as soon as I put the phone down, like not even 3 minutes later, it's ringing again. Oh, it's him again. This is what my neighbor would do. And she would say, "Oh, I forgot to tell you," and it would be some silly little thing that could have waited till the next day when we talked. But it was on our minds that she would call. That's how my son is too. So we were laughing. A lot of people do it. I do it to my husband. He's like, "Here, I'm just going to go run errands or something," and I'd be like, "Okay," and he leaves, or I'm going somewhere, and a couple minutes out the door, I'm thinking, "Oh, I forgot to tell him whatever," and I'm ringing the phone. He's like, "Yes." All right, these pages can go back in here. These are finished. This, I think, is finished except for some. Oh, look, here's another piece of this. The problem with a lot of this ledger paper stuff, it doesn't, you fold it and it just tears. But if you're going to use it like for the background of a cluster or something like that, it doesn't really matter. Do it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I think all this stuff can go in the back of this. Yeah. Wow. If it's the right size. Excellent. Excellent. I gotta figure out where I want to keep that. Now this would go in a farm journal, so we're gonna keep that. This is so cute, but I'm just not sure if I'll use this. I guess, Andrea. Never thought of it that way. My son's very excited. He's getting a new apartment, starting a new chapter. And so he's excited about that thing. Now I knocked over my, I don't know what you call this stuff. I just did it's some kind of fabric, I think. And then I don't know if I put a napkin on top of it, and then this looks like rice paper, and then put the golden matte medium on it and let it dry. So I wanted to cut out some birds, and I've lost my bird dye again. So I've got the two little ones, but I flipped it. Oh, there he is. I see him. There he is. I'm going to do that today too. All right, so these things are all now. This is going to, for right now, it's going back in the bag, but I did good. I threw stuff out. Patterns. I have to look at that, decide what to do with it. But it's a lot less in here. See, I just did it again. Oh, here's some pages. Oh, they're kind of fun. They're kind of fun. Whoops. Oh, that was the bird wing. That just went flying. No pun intended. Hey. Oh, maybe it was the little bird. Got to get it up before the pooch comes in. She hasn't been chewing on stuff so much lately. She's definitely improving. But she's definitely still a puppy. Okay, where did it go? Uh-oh. That's not good. I just had it in eyesight. Now I can't. Now I can't see it. Oh, good. Up there he is. He's kind of camouflaged with my carpet. Boop. My husband has these really bright flashlights. Boy, you just put that on the floor, and you can see just about everything but a bead needle, which we were trying to find a missing bead needle. Let's just dump those from there so I don't have the same problem. I think I'm going to let these go. Now, these are patterns I use for something. But they're like, this was a die that I cut out of coffee filters. I think there's several here. Yeah, I wasn't able to pop into Murray's this morning. She said she was working on postcards. And Jacqueline said Mary was gathering things to make a sunshine journal. And I don't know if she started working on that. And this is pretty thick. Maybe I glued them? I don't know. These are fun to make. Oh, that's a rooster that I drew. I don't know why I cut them out. Bunny ears. Okay. I don't know why I have that. Okay. I'll let that go. All right. I think I'm going to cut out. Get myself a little something to eat. And then I'll come back and finish up some of this stuff. Thank you for hanging out with me while I went through that stuff. I know I have journal covers sitting waiting for pages, so some of this can go there. And if I run across some more holiday things, I can maybe get those finished. See, this is good to have. Get those pockets finished. They eventually will find their way to Jacqueline for her sale. So don't forget that Jacqueline is on tomorrow on Lindy K Designs channel. I put it let me. I don't know if I still have it here. If I, yeah. She believes Lindy's K sale starts around noon tomorrow on Lindy's. I do, CB, don't I? Good fodder. That's the problem. Um, so that sale will start, we think, around noon. Jacqueline will be on 2:30 to 4, and then on her channel tomorrow night, 4 to about 8 before Murray pops on. If Murray's going to be on, the Murray's on tomorrow night, and then Jacqueline again will be on Lindy's channel Saturday evening. I think she said 10 to 12, something like that. So if you're around, relaxing, going to have a cup of tea or something, come in and join us. We'd love to see you. Thanks for keeping me company today while I did this task that I needed to get done. It's always nice to have company. Thanks for your ideas and input. You all have a good day, all right? Enjoy the rest of your week. And hopefully I will see you somewhere in chat. But if not, maybe Sunday at noon right here on Bricolage with Paintgirlee. So don't forget, take time to be creative, enjoy the journey, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye for now.